And I told y'all we had a few surprises coming in. So can I get everybody to come over? Right, y'all heard me talking about, right, we have a very, very important election coming up. Y'all heard me talking about it earlier, right? So I need y'all to come over, right, and meet somebody that's very important to Lance and Todd Furtado. Come on over. Y'all gonna meet him in a minute.
And that's very important to this is your city. So y'all come on over and get this message while it's hot off the press.
Everybody come on over for a sec. Stop the food line for a second. Everybody that's back there on the grass, I want y'all to come on over before I bring my brother out.
Jerry Moore.
All right, as we begin to come, so this brother that I'm gonna bring to the stage, right, has been blazing trails for a long time. He's a community member. He's one of our own. He represented us in the Senate, did a hell of a job. Say it again, he represented us in the Senate, did a hell of a job. He represented us as Brooklyn Borough President. Well, that shit is sounding weak. I said he represented us as Brooklyn Borough President. Right? We're my Bayside alumni. Bayside alumni. Bayside alumni, he represented us, right? And so he represented us for the last 3.5 years, and we're gonna make sure he represents us moving forward into the next 4 years. One of our good friends, representing New York to the fullest, right? He don't sugarcoat it. He keep it 100. He let you know he ain't for the BS, right? And that's how we do it. We don't front because we don't know how to front, right? We like to keep it real, right? He's gonna keep it 100, right? Our mayor, New York City, Mayor Eric Adams.
Appreciate you, Lance and Todd, and what you have done. And I just want to, first of all, it felt good coming in this park. I spent many days in this park. I remember a shorty I met in this park a long time ago. You know, but I want to do this because since I'm home and I want to talk, you know, just as family, I just want to really just take a short period. I'm not going to be long, but you don't get the opportunity just to have a real conversation with folks who love you. Don't judge you, just hold you up. You know, I have gone through some stuff in my day. You know, from growing up going to PS 140 Queens, I used to walk inside the school, and then on the back of the chair they would have the dumb student. I would get up every morning and pray, God, please don't make me read. If I read with my undiagnosed dyslexia, I would be laughed at and joked throughout the whole day. I got so tired of being laughed at in school that I just said, why am I even going in the classroom? Started to hit the streets, running numbers, getting a nickel bag, making 8 joints to help mommy make ends meet. Tell the truth. At 15, my brother and I, we got arrested. They took us to the 103rd precinct, and for no reason at all. They didn't chase us, they didn't have to do anything, just no reason at all. They just said, you feel like a beatdown. They took Conrad and I into the basement and they kicked us over and over again in our groin. We pissed blood for a week. Never even told my mother. He and I kept it a secret until we became adults. Many of you who went to Bayside, you may ask yourself, why were they carrying those garbage bags all the time? It's because mommy thought the marshals were going to throw us out, so she gave us a change of clothing that we used to carry in those bags. When I used to turn the corner, come from 140 and ISA, my stomach would be in butterflies because I said the truck is going to be there and I'm going to be embarrassed in front of all of my friends. I hated the word U-Haul. And then I decided to go into the police department to fight for real reform. Started 100 Blacks in Law Enforcement and Care, advocated for public safety and justice because they went together. And had an amazing leader in the Senate, in Malcolm Smith. He was the first African American to be the leader of the Senate. Then went on to run to become a state senator. Became the first black ball president in the history of our city. Then went on to run for mayor. Became the first mayor of color in the history, second mayor of color in the history of the city. Right out of Bayside. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. I'm not your nigga, I'm your brother. Amen. Nothing special. And so then after getting elected to mayor, because I want to answer that question. Don't run that brother out, because I want to answer that question. Come on up here, brother. Come up here. I want to answer that question. Come on up. Because I want to answer that question because when you have the brother asking, what are you doing for us? My son sat down the other day and we had dinner together, we had breakfast together, and I started running down to my son, and he's my son. And he said, Dad, I didn't know that. So I want to answer your question specifically, but let me just finish this role that I'm doing. And so then when we started to get 237,000 migrants and asylum seekers in the city, the federal government told me, you can't stop the buses from coming in, Eric. And when they came to me, the migrants and asylum seekers said, well, can we work? The federal government said, no, you can't even let them work. They can't even volunteer to remove graffiti, clean the streets, and you give them a stipend. That can't happen. It cost us $7.7 billion that came out of a budget where we only have about $30 billion that's discretionary. And so the services that we could have been putting into our community, like the money I put into my crisis management team, like these brothers here and others, to make sure our street was safe. And then when I stepped up and said this can't happen to our city, all of a sudden they said, you know what, we're going to take you out. This has been the hardest 15 months of my entire life. So what did I get indicted for, folks? I got indicted for calling the fire department, telling them to go do a building inspection, not to pass the building, just go do your job and do a damn building inspection. And they said, well, you know what? When you paid for your flights, you got an upgrade when you paid for your flights. So we would have now charged you with bribery, and that was facing 33 years in prison. 33 years in prison. And so the president, while he was campaigning, I never met the president, never. But while he was campaigning, he said, listen, look what they're doing to that mayor in New York. That's wrong what they're doing to that mayor in New York. And then he won. When he won, he had the Justice Department looked at my case and saw what they were doing and made the determination to say, dismiss that indictment. And people stepped to me. Folks, it cost me $3 million. $3 million. The goal was, we're going to break you morally, we're going to break you financially, and we're going to make sure you never hold your turn. So people were saying he needs to step down. I was like, man, fuck you, man. I'm stepping up. I'm stepping up. Because they don't know I'm from South Side of Queens. We don't raise punks. We don't raise punks. And so let me finish with this one until I give these brothers the answer. And so what happens? I said, you know what? I got to run in the general election and wait for Madani, because I knew he was going to beat the crowd. I said, I'm going to wait for him. 8 months ago, I said, I'm going to wait for him. What does Andrew Cuomo do? All of us think that Andrew Cuomo loves black people and it's all good. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So let me tell you what he did. Go back
Go back to Carl McCall. Many of you don't know Carl McCall. Carl McCall was running to be the first black governor in the state of New York. What did Andrew do? Andrew did the same thing he did now. And Carl McCall lost it. Charlie King ran to be the first African American to be Attorney General in the state of New York. What did Andrew do? He gets in the race, sabotage Charlie King's race. He wins, becomes Attorney General. What did he do with David Patterson? David Patterson was running to be the full governor of the state of New York. What did Andrew do? Sabotage his race, moved him out, and he became the governor. Then he wouldn't allow the first black woman to be the speaker of the majority leader to sit in the room and manage the budget. He sabotaged her at the same time. So he run around to our churches, he run around in our pulpits, he run around eating chicken and acting like he's black. But the reality is he has been more devastating for the black community when it comes to political empowerment than any other race. We can't allow him to dupe us again. And so let me answer your question, brother, because that's important. So the brother asked, what are you doing for us? Okay, who suffers in homeless in this city? Go look who's homeless, black and brown. We move more people from homelessness into permanent housing in the history of the city. For years, young soldiers like you would step into me and say, we need summer youth jobs. I got us 100,000 summer youth jobs, 100,000. Then they said that, listen, we need after school programs. I got universal after school programs where you pay nothing for it. I'm finishing, let me turn it over to you. Then people were suffering from housing. When you do an analysis, in each individual years, I built more affordable housing in each individual years in the history of this entire city. I dropped unemployment among black and brown people by 30%. I spent $19 billion in MWBs and black and brown organizations. I'm paying off the college tuition of foster care children and giving them life coaches until they're 21 years old. I've been on Rikers Island more than any man in history. I got rebaptized on Rikers Island with the inmates. With the inmates. I got rebaptized with them to say, young soldier, you just like me. I'm no different than you are.
A lot of people, how do you get to Rikers Island? You have to be an inmate. Not everybody on Rikers was doing things to make them become an inmate. But because of a lot of things that you did with the budget and with the police, after they did whatever they did with you, it's like you got them still doing the same thing that they did to you to a lot of us. They in train stations, they in 40, they in Bailey, they in the bridge, just sitting there, not doing nothing, not helping nothing. When something really happens and something happens to a female, and you go, the female goes, and officer, whatever the case may be, the officer don't want to do their job. When a female comes and does a report, no, I'm perfectly fine. I don't need help from the police. But I feel like if you're not here to help us, then why are you here to watch us and make everything work for us? Why are you here? Boom. That's my mother. So boom, my mom, just recently, my mom was driving, 3 o'clock in the morning. She had a cramp, her whole thing cramped up. The cop pulled up on her, like, yo, get the F out there. She got my little brother in the front seat, my little brother 10. So you're not even supposed to have that type of energy. They up on her, yo, get the F out the street. Are you dumb? Are you on drugs? Give me a license and registration. She hurting, she can't even move. Now boom, with the Mustang, this was last year. She ran in the Mustang. She had it was a drop top. She driving, we getting into a little 1-2 at the gas station. Normal family stuff. They three was going on and choose to follow us and try to pull us over, right? My mom's like, y'all not about to do that to us. We ready, like, no, I'm gonna go to the church. They made it into a whole chase her to the church. Then she in the driveway, I'm in the passenger. They, man, please come out the car. Me, I'm a young black woman. Move your seatbelt. Stop reaching. Grab me by my neck, drop me on the floor, arrest me, like try to charge me with mad extra stuff. And it just feel like it's the people see us and come to our neighborhoods and just feel like they can do whatever they want. And put other guys in and feel like, all right, yeah, we can help with the schools, we can help with in jail, and it's okay. When in reality, the reason why we are in this predicament, you helping black brothers. You're not messing with the cause. If you just let the cause keep going and keep people down, then of course, yeah, all right, go to the prisons, yeah, give them programs, help them get outside, help them get into something. But there's a lot of people that's booked that's not even supposed to be booked. There's a lot of people that's
Let me, hold up. Let me share this with you. Hold on, brother. Let me share this with you. Let me share this with you, folks. Let me share this. Because I understand the reason. When I'm gonna ask you to do something, I'm gonna ask you to go Google me. I'm gonna ask you to Google me. Right. So you know probably the 4 years of me, but I've been doing this. I'm talking about you. Yeah. I helped you too. Okay. Right. Right. So the move is what I want to share with you, and I really appreciate you asking the question. What I want to share with you, we've been always catching hell with police, always. The reason I started 100 Blacks in Law Enforcement Who Care is because we were catching hell in policing. When I was in the department with 100 Blacks, we were having 1 million stops of black and brown youth for stop, question, and frisk. I testified in federal court against the police department in the Floyd case. When the judge ruled against the police department, she wrote him a ruling based on Eric Adams' testimony. My car windows were shot out because of my advocacy during that day. But I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. They're in both places, bro. They're in both places. And let me tell you something. The number one thing I hear when I go to town halls in South Jamaica, South Bronx, Staten Island, the number one thing I hear, where are my police officers, Eric? That's what the community is asking for. I'm gonna make sure they're not abusive, and I need to know that case that you tell me, because we gotta make sure they're not abusive.
Can he help you?
Yeah.
And it's still going on right now.
Here's my question. Where did I get beat up as a cop, as a youth? I got arrested and beat where?
103rd.
And that's why we find the changes, brother. And so let's keep this in mind, because the young soldier asked a good question. Let's keep this in mind. What did Madani do to stop police abuse? What did Cuomo do to stop police abuse? What did Madani do to stop? No, he's an assemblyman. But he's an assemblyman. He's an assemblyman. He's a lawmaker. Right, he's a lawmaker. No, but I appreciate you. I respect you. I need you to sign up on the campaign, bring your voice, so that you can advocate on behalf. That's what I need for you to do, because we need scenes like this. No, but that's the energy we need. We have to be able to interact. My record is solid. There hasn't been a mayor that delivered for our community the way I delivered for our community. And there's no getting around that. So this is an important 4 years. The name of the game, do we go backwards or do we go front? First deputy mayor in the history of the city, African American. First Trinidadian to be a deputy mayor. First East Indian to be a deputy mayor. Second woman of color to be the chief of staff in the city of New York. You go through the list and you see that my administration looks like you, because I am you. I am you. So the Furtado brothers, I thank you. I'm sorry it took longer than we wanted to, but I wanted to give that young soldier an opportunity to speak. Thank you so much. Give it up for these brothers. They saved lives.
I'm gonna let him know this, right? So y'all all know, right, that our mayor firsthand is chosen by God.
Amen.
Right, so we want him to know that, right? And then we're going to make sure he stays revived. We're going to make sure he stays revived, right? And so he can continue on his quest to take us to better places, right? And to answer questions like that on the go. Because like you said, Cuomo would not have answered that question. Madani would not have answered that question. So while we standing here, I want him to truly feel welcome in his hometown, South Jamaica, Queens. Let's hear it for Eric Adams. No, let's give it up. Let's give it up.
Yeah. Lance, what's good? Are we going? Here we go.